Good morning, and welcome to your daily update from the Daily Investor. I'm your host, Amanda, and we've got a packed show for you today. Gold prices have reached a record high of $3,005 per ounce, driven by investors seeking safe haven assets amid global economic uncertainty. Experts cite growing demand for physical gold, disconnect between paper gold and physical supply, and central banks' de-dollarization efforts as driving forces behind gold's long-term strength. Some experts predict further gains, with forecasts ranging from $3,300 to $5,000 per ounce. South Africa's economic stagnation has been blamed on years of underinvestment in critical infrastructure. The country needs massive private-public partnerships to fix this issue. The government's new sin tax increases on alcohol and tobacco have raised concerns. Critics argue that these taxes will drive consumers to cheaper, untaxed illicit markets. According to the IMF, South Africa ranks last globally in ease of doing business. This highlights the urgent need for regulatory reform to stimulate private sector-led growth. The state-owned telecoms company, Broadband Infraco, is facing severe financial difficulties, accumulating hundreds of millions in losses and being technically insolvent. We'll be right back after this break. Stay tuned for more news and updates from the Daily Investor. That's all for today's update on the markets. But before we go, let's take a look at some other news making headlines. The U.S. government's decision to expel Ebrahim Rasool, South Africa's ambassador to the U.S., has sparked a diplomatic rift between the two nations. Rasool's comments at a webinar, where he described U.S. President Donald Trump's actions as a supremacist assault on incumbency, prompted U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio to declare Rasool persona non grata. Despite this development, the Department of International Relations and Cooperation, DIRCO, has expressed its respect for the U.S. decision and reiterated its commitment to maintaining diplomatic relations with the U.S. The expulsion of Rasool is seen as a significant diplomatic rebuke, with the U.S. State Department citing his comments as deeply offensive and making it impossible for the U.S. government to continue engaging with him. And finally, some viewers have been sharing their thoughts on justice and accountability. One viewer, John Dowling, notes that people are getting impatient and cynical because they think justice isn't happening fast enough. But Dowling reminds us that justice is indeed coming, citing the expansion of Gitmo to 30,000 people and the OFAC list with over 2,900 pages of assets seized, frozen due to various misdeeds. He quotes John 8 verse 32, saying, "You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free." That's all for today. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to check out our website and social media channels for more news and analysis. Until next time, goodbye.